Load, dang it, Twitch. That's loaded. That's loaded. And meanwhile, the YouTube doesn't think anything's running. That's better. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. I am the James with the game.
Anonymous co-host, Berserker Bahama, and welcome back to being a part of the missing members. But more importantly, welcome back to Metaphor. Welcome to the finale of Metaphor ReFantazio.
I trust this will suffice.
God smiles upon the generous.
I'll be right back, and
I'll
be right back. I gotta take care of trash.
Oh, dang, nah.
Yeah, have fun.
This place
What?
is
Isn't
really
Thursday
changed.
your trash night? Your Majesty, will you do this wretched sinkover? May be better than it was before, but this is still Sunshade Row, Your Majesty. Your folks are hanging for nothing these days, but there's still no sorts of names who will die at the end of a rope here. As long as there's injustice, there will be people who think it gives them a free pass. Means there will be gallows. Last year changed a lot, big and small. I'll hold my post here,
This
hoping the
place
next year's
has
better
really changed.
rather than worse.
Oh,
Well, I see our king is out on some personal business, eh? I believe Hulkenberg was searching for you, but I suppose it's none of my business who comes or goes. I'm on break myself. Only try not to frustrate the royal guards over much. They all take their duties quite seriously, much like their captain. But who am I kidding? A knight who smiles is surely a myth. That's become clear to me since becoming title. What could be more brazen? A chief outcast, once a wanted criminal with a bounty on his head, made knight commander. There was, of course, some opposition at first, but the more heart-to-heart talks I've had, more accepting they've become, albeit gradually. Outcast can become king too. You needn't look further than an outcast to become their king. Indeed, you face no shortage of persecution. Look at you now. Grand titles and posts across the nation are no different, spread across all tribes. Realize over the past year just how much a nation is defined by its people. No matter how great a king, he alone does not a country make. Yet he stands for those very people, symbol and representative. That the king and those around him are of mixed tribes, it has already caused a great shift in sentiment, even for those in the rural villages.
Now that you mention it.
How's the daughter?
yes.
He seems as busy as he can handle now that they've resumed trade with other villages. Your coronation inspired that village to greater heights, provided that barriers can be broken, in that even they could take the first step. New winds are blowing in every corner of this country. I'll have to make another trip back home with my son to see the change for myself soon enough. And someday, I hope distant generations will grow up only knowing conflicts born of tribal differences from history books. Aww, I love High Space Happy Face. It's so cute.
We shall.
We've got a ways. We've a ways to go before that day comes. But until it does, let us forge the path toward it, Your Majesty. Oh.
Ain't this a pickle?
You're not serious.
I've already went back this way.
You're not serious.
Peace. That's the way.
All right then.
Why does one of these have a yellow cursor and one of these have a little...
Well, I sure don't want to go back to the old you.
Whoa, Elda, you really became king! King! A king! Oh, king! That made the sound look really stupid. You might be king, but nothing will change. You'll forget about me. You'll forget I was even here. I'll help all who need it. Help for your sake. You've been saying that a lot, haven't you? Been watching you for a while, for a long time, here in the corner of the city. Hate people who look. See a pimpus like me. No place to go and pretend they see nothing. Don't forget that.
Thank you kindly.
Welcome.
My, if it isn't His Majesty. You always were Parsec Semi Blind, weren't you? No, you were hardly had a chance to warm that throne of yours. People here are as poor as they've ever been. It's the only way anyone gets out. Big news, the Mage Academy are open to anyone. But to think about it, only rich can travel up the mountain. Sorry, I shouldn't talk to your house about politics. There's a new year to ring in. Forward to a more relaxed new year without all the French words.
Thank you kindly.
Happy New Year yourself, Your Majesty.
All very nice.
Being here brings back memories of when I first visited this shop back when I was still experienced and didn't know anything. Seems rumors of kings running about in Sunset Realm were true. No intents of prying now. Thanks to you, Best of Louise, I get to keep running my shop. Wasn't sure I could hood with the scotch in your head there. Not sure we could take another war. What would happen? Nothing in particular. Didn't say that because I think it'll happen. Just that nothing ever goes quite the way you think it will, eh? As long as people worry, people will want weapons. So I guess I'll be in good business a while longer. Oh,
You're
hey!
kidding.
It's one of the guys from the graduates. Whoa! Been a while now. You must remember me. I'm Sergeant Leckham the Great. You're drunk as usual. Well, you see, that's the thing. End of the year's a perfect time for a flagger, eh? Then again, every day's a perfect time for a flagger. But you know, I'm trying to get back actually. When we lost Brazilio, God rest his soul, drink was the only thing that kept me from going mad. Certainly couldn't follow Louise after that, so leaving the Caratrius was sound, but it was still hard for a purpose to find decent work. Drinking my lawful way seemed the way to go. Seemed all of us from Louise and the perseverance side who survived would have been sent straight to the gallows. But letting us join the brigade, well, real generous of you. Not sure I would have fit in anywhere else speaking plain. Plus with old Basilio in charge, we're feeling right at home. Nay, with I'm acted ruler for the front of it, I owe it all to you. Your Majesty, you're all right. You don't look like a therapist, though, is my thing.
Thank you,
You don't have a tail. Where's your dang tail?
It's just
Must have had it chopped off.
But we... Oh, welcome back. What?
No, man.
Speak, or forever hold your peace.
I'll just hold my peace.
You aren't supposed to hold your peace. Everything's back to normal except the one thing that mattered. Luis ensured my husband would never come home again. I'm grateful for you. You stayed by my side and gave me
That'd be
encouragement in
lovely.
my darkest hour. Oh, don't say that. Always cheer me up with your gossip funny stories you told. Not opposed. I'd like to live on with you. I think together we can deal with whatever comes our way. Yes, you're right. Together we'll make it through. Now need your support. Oh, it's these two that were talking to each other. I'm like, huh?
Excuse me.
Under the current king, people are finally starting to question the discrimination against the inferior tribe. Tribal friction is deeply rooted in society, so God, I'm work that out for us.
Oh, but which action to undertake?
Hey, your majesty, listen to this. We just had a guest in the store claiming to be the chief of Etria. Said he wanted ingredients for the withering potion they use on the island, and how should I put this? Stop Ari village chief, he's rather easy on the eyes, wouldn't you say? Wait, sorry, forget about that. That's right, I had a point. Wanted to tell you that all sorts of people come visit now.
I think she likes a Denny.
Yep.
The shopkeeper has a crush on a Denny.
They diversified suppliers and began trading in regions they didn't. Now they boast the largest selection of goods in the country. Kevin said he's here. I'm trapped.
You trying to go shopping?
No, I'm trying to see what tribe because of like this is like the most nondescript model of the entire game. Because of like you're a Clamar. You're a Clamar.
Resond.
You're a Russan. You don't have the big pointy ears.
And you don't have a
Identify
tail.
as a Russan. There's no tail. There's no animal ears. Oh no, wait, that is a Clamar. She just has really tiny horns.
You can just barely see it because the horns are clipping through her hair.
Yep. I'm like, wait, I can't tell what tribe this woman is. You I can't talk to.
Time out!
All very nice.
Well, I sure don't want to go back to the old
This place has really changed.
Yo,
I'll inspect them again. Seems alright pain to me, but I appreciate you going to all the effort.
As well as I take it.
Whatever you decide.
This is the epilogue. This doesn't matter.
Fair enough. Go for whatever you decide. How fair's the city?
Hey,
Right, it's under a report, but the dude. Because that's what happens when you make a guy like me captain of the Tradian Brigade. Bit of a mouthful in it. It's nice to call myself a captain besides. You've even taken in some survivors from Luis's troops, you know, but don't you worry, I've got two eyes on them. Even when I ain't looking. Like I see, the only ones trying to make the world worse. Just goes show them how power's supposed to work, yeah? You ought to hear that there's less discrimination in the city these days. Even if you're trying to a life of crime to make ends meet. Dell could see Grantrad today, his eyes would bug out. Not just Dell, a lot of the guys who didn't make it.
that's...
I take it you mean Vinka.
Yeah.
You remember him? Starting experiments trapped him in a vengeance he couldn't see past. But I feel like even he might smile seeing what I'm up to now. We built this piece with a lot of blood and tears, so I see those of us who made it this far owe it to all of them what didn't to protect it. Maybe I've got nothing to report today, but it's not like bad people just stop being bad because you're king now.
I'm increasing your volume. I cannot hear you very well right
To be fair, I was facing away from my mic.
That would explain a lot.
Thank you.
Been through a lot now. So thanks for not giving up on us. Or the world for that matter. Spot any trouble I didn't spot first, you just point me out. I'll solve it quick like.
Brilliant.
And that's just in
This place is
Well, I sure don't want to go back to the old kingdom.
That's just an exit to a different area. So now we follow the dot. Never mind. Neither Louis nor Ford. Oh wait, that's you.
It doesn't matter.
Neither Louis nor Forden took the crown. It was an elder of all people. Guess our bets were completely off the mark.
Yeah, who knows? Something stinks about it. Magla was at work, so who knows? Did you hear the rumor? Saying there's disgusting humans are our ancestors. Nothing but crazy stories since New King took the throne.
The king held it together this year, but who knows if he'll last another.
All very nice.
well, well.
Oh, your majesty! Running around Sunset Road this time of year? You must have some very particular taste. Perhaps you've heard there's unrest across the land as the pressure rises up to vote against the president. Perhaps that news hasn't reached your walled garden here in Grand Trap. History books may not be kind to this era.
Wouldn't they rise up?
Goodness, if I didn't know any better, I'd just say you endorsed rebellion. Do you realize how your dangerous ideology has become the spark of new threats? Dimwit of the world only fan the flames with their anxiety, be it people or monsters. To be dissatisfied is in our nature.
Thank you kindly.
So, in other words, he's trying to say that us wanting universal peace is bad.
All very nice.
No. He's saying that people will try and find dissatisfaction any
Well, I
way
sure
they
don't want to
can.
go back to the old kingdom.
Which is actually kind of a true statement.
Yeah, looking at those who get perpetually offended by everything.
This place.
Last year they were so awful. Lately, towns are hardly getting any use.
That's a good thing.
Brilliant. Thanks.
Then head this way. Yes, we're specifically going the wrong way.
Aha.
Hello there, Your Majesty. I still remember that night in this city when I first laid eyes on you. Even at a royal funeral, it's the first time I'd ever seen someone from the Elder Tribe.
I'm sure we'll meet again someplace or other.
I'd say I was right on the money, huh?
Dear me!
Your outfit looks really unique.
Oh,
Canada? Wait, aren't you His Majesty the King? Why'd you be in a place like this?
oh, come
I
off
can't
it.
be here. Obviously not. You mock me, Your Majesty. I thought we'd see less of that kind of stuff. But I guess we couldn't expect prejudice against the other to disappear overnight.
Ain't this a pickle? Ain't this a pickle?
I'm relieved that the royal palace has returned to its original location. Even now, there's people who can hardly believe that it was flying about, making its way around the entire kingdom. But I saw it with my own eyes. I witnessed the moment the red light within the king's eyes vanished. Palace returned to the count's outland it was full from. Interesting. Oh, hey, it's this guy! This was the helmsman. This was the fanboy.
I'm trying to remember the voice I gave him.
It doesn't matter. We only used it for one scene.
Traveling with the Lady Unit through a spot. Well, Your Majesty, what business do you have before the helmets, the men like me?
You're a helmsman?
You don't remember? It's me, a copy of the former helmsman of the Caradris. You didn't hear from Chief Magnus? Lady Juna was off inspecting the Mage Academy, and I was the flight's helmsman. Knocked me on my arse when Lady Juna left Luis's company, you know. I left right after she did.
Apostrophe S.
Anyway, still undecided about you being king and all that, but I do appreciate you taking me, and so I'm gonna work to repay that
Got this
favor.
under control, yeah?
On that note, about time I get back to where we're going. Don't tell the chief I was shooting the breeze here, right, Your Majesty?
Ain't this a pickle?
Oh, it's Loveless!
What the what, Your Majesty? Just one question if I may. When he did go lower the booze prices in this country, I'm only calling you. Too much like drinking since I black out so often anymore.
Loveless, I think subject-verb agreement would like to have a discussion with you with that sentence.
What?
I said, I think subject-verb agreement would like to have a discussion with you about that sentence.
Who's that?
Because if I don't know if he's saying that he now blacks out more if he drinks, or that he used to get so blackout drunk that he doesn't drink as much anymore.
I think he's saying that he got so drunk so often that now he doesn't do it that often anymore.
Okay, because of the way it's worded, it makes it sound really weird.
After I entered the tournament, I really went through some stuff. I was acting a fool on the world stage in the U2.
Yeah.
I'm grateful, you know. Can't speak for the rest of the country. Don't right, Bus Parapus. We go better than we ever did. You can thank Katarina for that. Some chuckleheads out there still try to take their aggression on us, but they're just venting properly. I'm sure you'll do something soon enough.
Do you not have your controllers in your hand?
It's right next to me.
Okay. Because I'm been pressing the continuing everything, so.
Your Majesty, it's been some time since you've graced us with your presence, which so I hope you would stop. I know that's not why you are here. It is thanks to you that the LMA has been able to continue its best arcane shows with magic automate humans and others that still stalk the land, so there's the main an indispensable asset in maintaining the country. All this talk of original magic that doesn't rely on igniters, it's going to take some time to make it viable. Continue to pursue igniters with pride, helping to bridge this era with the next. Himself, out browsing the shops? Perhaps I need to draft up a royal certificate of appointment. Tell the world when you supply goods to the royal family.
Come on, don't be indecisive this late in the game.
Any recommendations? Anything you're one igniter in particular, in fact, though I'm afraid we're all sold out of it at the moment. The children's request, the one that lights up with rainbow colors, is selling startlingly well. The store is packed with families and children. This is where I control the distribution of all manner of goods through the kingdom as the head of the Igniter Consortium. I think if I had been in this business, shouldn't in the church's violence, the tragedy that village could have prevented. It wasn't your fault. You could have joined the Tom Brigida. I know that. I only rose this position once you became king and shed light in the shadows of this country. You can't take full credit, as it were. I was nominated for a new position by my colleagues. Changed the country for the better. However, as a former arms dealer, we united to think all weapons can never disappear from this world. It's all the more reason I hope that the reasons for people to wield them continue to decline. Continue doing all that I possibly can with all that I am, just
Speaking
as
of-
you do. Do you remember my dog? I found the ones who took her naturally, I considered ending their lives. But there she was, sitting beside them. If evidently they could not bring themselves to harm such a sweet creature, so they decided to keep her instead. The dog is alive! The dog is alive! They did not harm the puppy. Good. I had no choice but to spare their lives. I couldn't subject a gentle dog to the atrocities I commit in her name. Aww. You should come play with her sometime. I'm sure she remembers you. Oh, there's Yufa.
Greetings.
Working hard as ever, Kiryu. Where are you going about town listening to what the people have to say? I'm from the Crown Court, where I've been consulted with the people out of grievances and disputes as Chief Magistrate. Shouldn't you delegate that?
Well,
Shouldn't a Chief Magistrate delegate such a task? I should throw right back at you, Your Majesty. In the past, many citizens were sentenced to hang without so much as a trial. I'm pleased to report things are different now. Everyone, regardless of race or status, can tell their side of the story in court and be judged equally and fairly. Just show anything is possible for a priestess to become a chief magistrate. Reached out his village chief. He rather hated the role before, but he's truly found his calling, I think. Knows what the future holds. All the more reason I try to guide people to good choices. I want to live in a society that practices kindness, where those who suffer need not turn to crime, and so I practice what I preach. Visit Ovi's church to inquire with those who are sick there about how the kingdom can be more accessible to them. How is Ovi? So what we do is we practiced dancing together, and then we showed her mother, ready to ease into working again. And that made me reflect on all the people who still need our help until now. People that the hope those people had was God. Fight for them to have options under laws and systems that they can rely on, in addition to a higher power. All the tribes, all their values can join hands in harmony. That's what we need. Achieve that too, yes, Your Majesty. I hope you'll allow me to keep walking alongside you in this.
How about a fortune?
Oh my, this is not to come to have a fortune. Oh, I just, of course. With the chief of Vetria, I was able to speak with him for just a moment. He's a truly outstanding figure in both ability and insight. As a fortune teller, I still have much to learn.
Wonderful.
Ain't this a pickle?
all right then.
Oh, Bart is here? When did you have time to visit from Martira?
That's something.
What an unexpected coincidence, Your Majesty. No guards with you today. Don't worry, I'm no tattletale. So just left a meeting going over how the provincial government are doing. When you convened for the new year. How are things in Martira, buddy? Oh, it's as lively as it used to be with old gear, Your Majesty. I told you must be cleaned up for us. Yes, now, I'm pleased to report, as head of the provincial lords, it's nothing but good news reaching my ears. Better relations between towns is employment up and overall welfare too. Each town has specialties and wisdom to offer, and when we combine our heads, there's no problem we can't solve. You're so blessed to be part of it. No, I made some blunders when I first stepped into the governor's role. I have to share my failings so others don't repeat my mistakes. Things are all right now.
But of course.
And the townspeople play an active role in policy and administration, and I'm not bearing that weight alone. There are some lords like I was once, who would rather manage things at their sole discretion and leave things to the people. Taking every matter to public opinion can be laborious, but with all the proceedings and
Then
disputes, still changing our own lives with their own hands makes the process worth the trouble. And choosing a king of our own with all the inspiration we need for change.
didn't.
You there.
Fancy a chat?
It is your majesty. Hello there. Even I don't have the pluck to try selling water to the king. Especially consider sales are up. We've got customers from across the tribes now, although I'm guessing people just avoid a pair of his own shop
You there.
before.
Hi there.
Oh, right, the big man himself. Good time, mate. I just got back into town myself. Long time no see.
Oh, right.
When it been? I've been out traveling since I took the reins on the Seekers recon team. Hard to believe it's been half a year. And crazy doesn't begin to describe us beyond the sea. The sights, the magic, everything's so fantastic. More itching to get back out there. No, I'm not especially keen on dodging the bloody cannonballs when my ship gets too close. Lots of tension out there, but what country isn't a little tense? Given the customs, the way they think is so different, my head spins. All the tribal bickering seemed dull if I could speak my mind. This country's changing for the better. I'm glad I turned over the throne to you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Come on, just roasting you. If we knocked heads, I knew I could trust you would make laws of therapists better than they was. All my cohort found. And some of them even picked up new skills from being out at sea so long. But don't you worry your kingly head. I have it all whipped up in a report for you. Just on the proper kingish with it, yeah?
Say there.
Oh, did you contact literally everyone inside?
We learned out of brittle pieces was the preciousness of a life lost. The peace we regained could be lost again. We must remain vigilant.
All right then.
I know we got both of the bonds on some Romeo.
Say there.
Wait, do the bond symbols appear on the Sunset roads?
Can't overstate how smooth things were because of Louis, but I didn't end up laying on perhaps because Senior Majesty fight stood a sense of duty. Prove your best, do my part to protect the country leaders. My duty is your soldier, wish the country nothing but the best over the coming year.
May God keep you, child.
Oh.
Well, President, His Majesty, the captain of the Royal Guard was looking for you. As a former guard captain of the courage, perhaps I should report your whereabouts. Why are you here?
This guy's on your payroll.
I suppose I should reintroduce yourself. My self in service of the kingdom as the captain of the state army. I parted ways with Louis shortly before his run made for the sky-born royal. So I knew that what he wanted was no world of mine. I thought I found my place within Louis's private force and to be disgusted. The corruption of the royal envoy is true and there's worse than I can imagine. It was the general who pulled me back. He said my experience leading the force of mixed tribes would be valuable. I won't taking the job in hopes of atoning, so it's a strange choice to serve with pride in the state army I once so detested. Still, I wonder why I bother with us.
All right then.
Nope, that means that the things on Sun Lumia are two bonds you actually missed.
Go.
Yeah?
Oh, hey, look.
Hi, nurse. Oh, what brings His Royal Majesty here? Come to feel the wind on your face too, have ya? You know how it is. It's the fancy old title of Chief Engineer of the Kingdom Infrastructure Development Bureau, and it can research as I please now. If something's missing. So I threw off that stuffy old uniform and came to gaze upon the runner, and the way I do.
About
How
that.
you feel? I feel like I know what you mean when you say something's missing.
I knew you'd agree. I think my bones are aching feel the wind. I'd rather miss the days of dashing hither and thither in the runner. Not that I'm ungrateful for the grace and title you've given to a man who used to skulk about modifying ground runners. You haven't seen anything yet. Why, one day I'll invent a teleportation device that will deliver fresh fish straight from Oceania to your palatial plates. It would change the world, wouldn't you say? I'm just a bit, stuck at the beginning on the development. With sounds like this, I need stimulation of the mind. You have anything that might do the trick?
Do I smell another relic hunt? Are you going to send me under the relicon?
Don't pretend you didn't enjoy it. Every time you'd pop back in with one, I remember how I could hardly contain my excitement. I do so miss traveling like that. Even the relics themselves were better left untouched, though they've become the guiding principles of my research, you know. Venus is important, but one must consider safety and the effects it might have on the world. Engineer jumps a burden on future generations no engineer at all. Still, it's no small feat to design with a perfect balance of safe and revolutionary. But I struggle with it, and I'm a ballad genius. I knew it. What I need is stimulation, lie, your majesty. You know, like the soul-seeking speed and quiver of a drive engine. Let me know if you ever want to go out for a spin, won't you? Our dear old girl's sparkling clean and always ready for takeoff.
All right then.
All right now.
Yeah, I'm like, that means that you listen to.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Ripping
Nope.
disease.
Nope. 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 Nope.
Wait,
All right
that's
now.
Rudolph.
Wait, what?
Hey, a kitty
Wait a
cat.
sec.
Wait a second, isn't that the cat from Academia? There was a place made of Pangla, house it here in real life. Say nothing of how he could have survived in a desecrated ruin buried in the snow. Shouldn't be possible, right?
I just think he's
That's
cute.
good, Giddy.
And yet he's never stopped looking cute.
Oh.
Doesn't bother you at all? Sure are something else. Memory serves the last king did build himself a city in the Mage Academy. Do you think Academia was soured after that, maybe? Wonder what His Majesty, what more felt when he put his little guy in Academia.
The cat tends to himself quietly, utter impartial to us. The key. I am not talking to you.
The guy right in front of you.
Why are you being forced to talk to everyone in the chat bubble?
Hey, I already did most of that in Sunshade
Yes,
Row.
hello.
To just think that you, of all people, would end up becoming the king. I never expected, but I'll tell you one thing. Wax, you know, reveals all you want, but when it comes to protecting the country, only power will suffice. The people don't all approve of a dreamer king. I won't let you
That's
down.
so.
Easier said than done. How much has our country truly changed in the past year? Was true fare better than Luis's would have? If all you do is talk, you're no better than the last king. All ideals, no power, just the same. Tell that to my king archetype.
The unfortunate thing is it's something you never get to actually use in the game.
I know, but still, lore-wise, I'll be like, try saying that to my king archetype to my face. You want power? I'll show you power.
Oh.
I can't believe the owner of the sweet gold runner ended up king. Come to decision. The new year, I'm gonna go see even more gold runners.
Hey there!
Hiya, boss! Oh, dang! I suppose I shouldn't be speaking to you so casually, huh? Then again, we were rivals, weren't we? Dayton Workshop's the official workshop of the Palace Engineers now. Not that it's here nor there. Besides, I'm glad to have the crown. Still, lots of humans out there you'll have to deal with, and you'll need a gauntlet runner to go get Dayton Workshop. Thank you for your patronage.
Your Majesty, do you have something you need with the gold? Also, if it's not obvious, I might tell you something I always wanted to. Do you remember a long time ago when Louis dropped their him on the I was actually assigned to duty at the Grand Cathedral that day. Complete disarray, no soldiers last but it was the rumors about you that kept us afloat in those dark times, Your Majesty. To you without hearing someone insult the lesser tribes, and here comes this group, led by some elder, fighting through the cathedral with no regard for their lives. If you'd only known the tales of your heroism and courage gave to the gods that day. Thank you then, so please allow me to do so now. You truly are a hero king, Your Majesty.
Yeah?
You missed a person. Thank you.
Oi!
Can't you see? Oh, it's you, Your Majesty. Remember me, do you? Of course I do. Well, it seems your reputation to remember you in the face of those lower ranks is true. Indeed, I am capable. One maintenance chief, Luis is gone. Majesty's gone. Run as part of my research. I recall how astonished I was to hear take to the sky the first time. Get back to my engineer roots, but then Luis started showing his true colors and the Courageous went down. She too saw we used to be enemies, and he recommended us for the brigade and gave us work anyway. Pre-genius making old Basilia the captain too. Crew a forward line like wooden soldiers, though I'm not sure that kind of leniency forges nations. Yeah, can't imagine you can afford to waste time on rogues like me. Be well, Your Majesty.
Don't know what's up.
No, the king's tribe won't catch anyone bad-mouthing them now, not openly anyway. King, in my opinion, he's a victim of the last one. If you think about it, he used the royal magic to put the whole kingdom in chaos, and that's what caused Luis. First place, who's the real root of all evil here? I lost a good number of friends to it all. Couldn't bring myself to mourn the death of the last king. Still can't.
Yeah?
You can examine the gauntlet. Oh, you can actually enter it. Does this have any purpose?
All right then.
Go check the pantry. See if you can rate the pantry in the epilogue. That'd be hilarious. You can!
The warehouse was neat and tidy. I didn't find anything.
Aw.
One more thing we can check.
All right.
Use the toilet.
Right.
If you're refreshed, I've just spent some time in the bathroom.
No bonus though. Probably
All right.
because of its
Where to?
the epilogue. Just exit it.
Let's go.
Just...
Lovely.
Amazing.
That's mine.
Say there.
Hey,
Oh, skulking about the city again, are we? Just to say Hulkenberg is on the hunt. The classic game of a cat and mouse, though who was which I dare not say. Decision to ascend to the throne, but it's like you've hardly changed. I could say the same of you. Haven't changed much either, Straw. That's Lord or General Straw, Your Majesty. I'll never get used to such titles. Take a page from Juna's book. She has a gift for delegating like she was born to do so. Talk, I actually came up for a bit of a breather myself. I see now that even those at the top have their struggles, although too general's duties feel overwhelming at times. With hand in the balance, I recognize the weight of every decision I make, and I do find satisfaction in protecting those lives. It's me back at the recruitment center. I followed Noble with nothing to my name, and you, a struggling elder traveler. Go see and my people are little more than an afterthought. If I hadn't met you, I'd have never realized the truth about my fortune, my father's intentions. Couldn't have saved the Hollians. Just seeing the joy in their face thanks to you. I think I've said it before, but again, thank you. Give yourself some credit. You need to give yourself some credit, Strong. I don't owe any credit I could take to you for showing me the way. They live stable, peaceful lives thanks to you. You have a whole country on your shoulders now. The road ahead will be full of challenges we can't possibly foresee. Show me the way and I'll blaze the trail. Now and always, it's my role as a warrior to be the vanguard. Titles may have changed, but I'd like to think our friendship is steadfast as ever. Don't hesitate to rely on me now and always.
grand, isn't it? Ah, wonderful.
No.
Grand, isn't it?
What now?
You missed Milo. And I can tell that you've missed several other
Lovely.
people that are probably I'm like, you literally walked right by him.
I don't care. I'm not speaking to him, nor Juno.
Very good. Very good indeed.
Young man.
Oh, is that? Nope, that's one of the other. Hey, it's Zan! Whoa, you're the who? Well, it's been a while anyway.
I apologize for my impertinence, Your Grace. Just wanted to know the starting design, though. I suppose that the title carries a little weight nowadays. After losing me, my own men turned on me and threw me in the Ocean Sea. That's all that was. Look about. This event saved my life. I heard all that. All those who went with Luis to the royal palace in the sky never were returned. Well, powers, and I suppose that would be hell after all. Never thought she would ever inspire me to realize anything, yet here we are. He's doing charity work as a member of the brigade under Chief Magnus. I'll never give up on making my way up in the world on my own merits. Participate in the Colosseum's games in Broilhaven. I'll work with the brigade. I helped a nobleman to put in a recommendation for me. Give me a year and I'll make sure people know the name Zap. There's a fighter that electrifies the audience.
Young man.
I'm still not gonna speak to freaking Juna and Milo. You can't make me.
Like, I'm like, just go through the rest of this. I get shivers and stories from when the castle was floating in the sky. Places teeming with crystals and monsters. 'Twas no place for a man down here, no sir. I heard that when the palace came back down, all the monsters had been dried out, like there were statues made of dirt. Building the place went faster than expected, and I heard they recouped some cost by some citizens inside. Seems like a miracle, isn't it? You have to actually change lane.
Hiya.
That's what I mean.
Why did they have to put so many freaking NPCs to talk to in the epilogue?
Your Majesty, I was wondering who you might be. I see you're still fond of wandering these parts like always. I get it though. I do love the night market myself. Till last year, that is. Then I began to hate it, no thanks to Louise. It's a truly terrible situation all around. Yet somehow things have recovered, and I have high hopes they'll be better than ever.
Aha.
Grand, innit? Ah, wonderful.
That reminds me.
Being here sure brings back memories. Remember how we came here looking for Maria before the tournament? She was crying back then.
She's happy now.
What?
Things are different now, though.
You say that again. Country's been around since then, no doubt about it. Sure, there will always be differences of opinion, but your ideas are really coming to fruition now. I can feel it. That reminds me, what's up with the book you're carrying around now? Is that the one you've been working on yourself? So you see what kind of fantasy you can conjure up. But maybe that's not even the word for it. After all, the one putting it in ink means you're gonna make it a reality someday. Now then, Your Majesty, shall we get going?
Oh, hello there. Oh, right. I suppose now I should call you Your Majesty. You know, I was just telling Papa, even through all that mess, everyone's really been working hard.
Am I keeping my promise?
Am I keeping my promise properly from back then?
Yes. You beat the villain, and now the city's full of smiles. And I'm sure Papa's smiling down on you too.
That's good.
Oh, by the way,
Yeah,
James,
yeah.
I got a bit of a fun fact to you
Really
regarding
lifts my heart.
the game Judgment. There's a cheap way in the game to continue. You basically have an infinite supply of play passes for Paradise VR. That way you can constantly make tons and tons of money. It's the Yoshida Batting Center. If you do the Global Goliath thing base home run course, and you constantly get 7 or more home runs consistently, each time for only you get a play pass as to go to the Paradise VR for only 300 yen a pop, by the way. I'll be right back. Gotta get food.
Yeah. You said you were getting food. It's a joy to see kids like her smile. Future changes slowly, and the burden of its momentum will fall on their shoulders one day.
Don't worry. I'll try to do my part with what I've got. I want to help everyone understand that the world could be a better place if we can join hands with one another. Miss Fabian's fed so many hungry people since things changed. Some of those people even said they found their place there. I think I did too. If we can all change together for the better like that, we'll be closer to your Majesty's and Papa's dream.
Place where I ought to be. Side of myself I ought to show.
And
I was never clear.
I want to help with something too. I want everyone across the land to be able to smile.
Yes,
You make a trusted
I expect
advisor.
great things, my trusty advisor.
Yeah. Thank you, Your Majesty. Oh, thank you, Your Majesty.
We should be the ones thanking her. Feels like I can see the entire country's future in her smile.
Everyone!
Long time no see. How have you been?
As we find ourselves afield, I thought I might visit Alsace myself.
Hold on a tick. Those people there. Sure.
Naturally, we're drawing attention. We didn't all have to go at once.
Needn't fuss, old thing. It's been too long since we were all together again anyway.
Mm.
Lady Tuna, did she really come all this way in a runner? Could have asked His Majesty to pop over and bring you back with a teleport or two.
The unmitigated nerve.
Oh, it's fine. I wanted to take in our country as it is. It's definitely a little rougher outside the capital's walls. There's still traces of melancholia around, and the odd human roaming about.
We're sending soldiers out for every incident we can. But it's not easy to hear the voice of the people from more distant regions.
I guess it's obvious. But just because you're king now doesn't make you suddenly all-seeing.
A lesson I learned last year. In the end, I was blind to a great deal of this world. Never would have learned if I hadn't pushed out the door and seen it with my own eyes.
He's right.
Right, the capital can be a bit of a bubble. There will always be more to do and live beyond its walls.
A year ago, I would have just said we could fly over ourselves. I mean, let's be real. The capital isn't going to fall apart if we just sneak over for a little tour, is it?
Of course not. We specifically put precautions in place to keep things running.
Yet it has only been 1 year. We cannot be too complacent too soon, lest the dissidents seize on the opportunity.
There he is! Over there! See? I told you, that's His Majesty, innit?
Might have been a bit too obvious.
Oi there, Your Majesty!
You dare hoy?
Steady on, Hulkenberg, calm. You needn't draw steel on the poor fellow. We're the ones who indulged in this little day trip.
Your Majesty, thanks for all you do, really. Have to say, my life's a lot easier now.
There's more work to do every day, but we're in this together. We believe in you.
Everyone's so supportive. Kind of brings back memories from last year.
Rather. It's the sort of thing to get a chap all misty-eyed over the past. What a journey it was.
We really did just leg it up and down the country slaying dragons, eh? Can't believe we actually survived it.
They were dangerous times, but exciting ones too.
When we fought to
Know that
appease
you
the
can't
dragon
pipe in
god,
any
I had
time
no
to
idea we would have to
defend
face another 4 dragons.
You are still here, right?
Yeah, I'm just eating Chinese food right now.
Okay. I'm like, you're being very, very quiet.
Nor I. Never thought the day would come when I'd be hailed as a dragon slayer. Huh. Life is full of surprises.
Right.
I resolved to believe in my ideals, no matter what may come, even back then. Even the world is slow to change, it seems to
It was a hard road, but we did have fun together, didn't we?
Looks like we're drawing a crowd. Time to get back to work.
Indeed. A veritable mountain of tasks awaits us, and I will see it crested.
And not long after, the new year dawned.
See? Down in the corner!
A journey? Are you really planning on leaving us?
I'm pretty sure this would be the answer that we would need to do.
There's more I have to see. With my own eyes.
You want to know what's going on in the world, huh? Well, I guess you are the king.
Sounds like fun, but a daily jaunt down to the slums is one thing, and a proper journey is quite another. You're a king now, lad. You've got the people's expectations on your shoulders. It's all right to just sit on your throne and mind the home front, you know?
I want to do what I can for the people. If that's not kingly, then the crown's just slowing me down.
Come on, this is no time for jokes.
Ever the fearless gadabout, eh? Well, I take your point, lad. Magla and the humans make a fine barometer for the anxiety still swirling in the country. So you go out and give it a proper survey, where it is and how much is there. If people can't face their anxieties, they can't keep their eyes forward. And if they can't do that, we'll have a bally hard time moving forward as a nation or a people. So you want to get a better grasp of it all. That's your most important duty as a ruler. That's what you're thinking, eh?
Right.
Even the most faraway future begins with the belief that it can be realized. So I'll press onward.
If that was your plan, you could have just said so.
Sounds like a fine idea to me. A proper spot of fun, besides. Wouldn't expect any less from our king and captain. Well, since I'm the bally court engineer, I've no choice but to come along. I'm the only driver fit to maneuver the Royal Skyrunner after all. And why, you're the Dragon Slayer King. bane of monsters all across the country. When I imagine what sort of wondrous encounters you've got next, well, I'm all agog. Yes, here begins our quest anew. Let us sally forth upon our... hello? Are you not listening to me?
Sire, you've really got to stop chasing these ideas all on your own. You'll be the death of us.
Once again, sire, I've asked you countless times to give word if you're to leave the castle. Such caprice.
Nurse, don't tell me you called for them beforehand.
Saved us a bit of time, eh? Though, hello, what's this? I count only 2 of the 6 partisans. Short a few spears.
For my part, I believe 'tis unrealistic for all of us to depart the capital together.
Oh, so you've no plans to stop our little adventure, eh?
Hulkenberg and I talked it over. We decided that if you insist on going, we'd rather go with you than stop you.
I'm glad to hear that, but will that be all right?
I was thinking back to our last fight with Luis. So many people supported us, but not for any high-minded ideals or arguments.
They were supporting us because we were actively fighting a monster on their behalf.
Excuse
In the
me?
end, people make choices based on their personal experience and emotion. Even if decided justly and supported by prosperity, people may struggle to trust a king whose face they do not know. An invisible ruler is no cure for their fears.
Right. I'm not opposed to the idea of getting out into the world again. Really, it might be the wisest move to make sure you're a king everyone knows.
Friends and allies believe as I do. Their support is the greatest treasure I could have.
Still, this early into the new year, 'tis never a dull moment in your Majesty's employ.
Bit of a smaller party than we last set out with, huh? But it's a pleasure to be on the road again with you.
Okay, but can we really afford to have both our general and the Royal Guard's captain coming along for this?
'Tis natural course for the Royal Guard to accompany the king. And I trust my corps is not so feeble that it will fall apart in my absence.
We'll make it work. Got to learn to trust others and delegate, right? We'll just have to lead by example.
Right then, let's go.
You once heard my voice and answered a query in kind. Is fantasy a powerless creation? That timeless question. So long as life remains in the world, we seekers all shall search for our answer. But he will find his. Of that I am certain. And it is thanks to you for believing in and guiding him. That was the true purpose of my royal magic, you know. To seek and obtain guidance from denizens of a land beyond ours. A land that has not yet lost hope. And it was you who answered the call. Armed with your hope, armed with the power of fantasy, you rose in glory. Such courage, such whimsy, and yes, what thrills. You have my sincerest thanks.
Feels familiar. It's been far too long.
Aye, the wind feels an echo of days past.
Unusually poetic for you.
They're awful, aren't they? They would have left us behind. Oh.
Well, I'm not certain we're in a position to talk, having followed straight after, saying we could just teleport back.
Well, hey, we figured the kids might want to change your scenery, like.
Wow!
Aww! Maria's with us traveling.
Poetic indeed. That the scepter's absence restored order to Magla, and even greenery to the sands.
I'll say, I definitely like this view better.
Let's go.
Also, they're basically saying that they are on the road to Martira, and the desert sands have become green again. So, how did you think of the story of this game?
I honestly appreciate it. It was like a happy compromise, a good compromise between the style of story between SMT and Persona. And if it's true that there are going to be more games in the Metaphor series, I hope they keep that balance and to avoid a further divide between the SMT fans and the Persona fans. Like, we finally have a common ground for both communities to enjoy.
I agree, though here's the argument for against this from most of the detractors. Is that the way the story was written, if you have something the exact same way, everything, even if you do it in a different setting, in a different style, you will notice the narrative beats long before they occur in comparison.
Whereas there was multiple endings to the SMT games, depending on law, chaos, and neutral. Or in the case of 3, more endings than that.
And for this game, the problem is, unless you severely change the formula, is in like, oh, the next game is a sci-fi space opera, it is going to have a lot of the same similar story beats and things that you can compare it to.
But if they do keep things interesting and not repeat things while not delving too far into like both sides of what they were going for, like not delving too far into SMT angles and most certainly delving too far into the cliche Persona angle, I think this will be a great series to see more of.
Honestly, what I think they should try and do is to use other literary concepts in the same style. Because of that, it'd be a far more interesting take than to redo the same concept in a different setting.
So basically going through different world settings for the next game.
No, what I said is take a different literary concept and run it through the same, like, analogy themings, then go ahead and take metaphor into a different setting. What this means is that instead of having, say, like, metaphor Greek or metaphor sci-fi or metaphor steampunk, instead you would have, say, alliteration ReFantazio, or you have simile ReFantazio, or you have oxymoron ReFantazio, which are things that a lot of people probably wouldn't figure out at first instance. But that's my 2 cents on that.
But yeah, like I said, if they can keep this metaphor series like right in the middle with the happy compromise, I honestly think this will be a final, like, we finally have a common ground for the entire Megaten community to gather round.
Yes. Let's just hope it doesn't take like another... I believe this game was in development for like 6 years.
Trust me, it's taken a lot longer for an SMT game to get made. Well, of course, they milked the heck out of Persona during those years.
Please, we don't need another discussion about that.
I'm still petty about how much got sacrificed for SMT5 to keep propping up Persona.
No, my question was more so like the story itself, not the gameplay, the story.
The story was so bare bones and pretty much non-existent.
No, I meant it for this.
Oh. I was talking about 5 compared to 4.
I get that. I'm asking for the... What do you think of the story of Metaphor?
It was quite excellent. Albeit, my only gripe is, well, it's kind of obvious. Juna.
Yeah, Juna is straight up like the one sour note in my opinion on an otherwise
like, in all honesty, if they wanted us to keep a Nydia party member, I think Alonso would have been more interesting to be a bigger part of the narrative.
Honestly, it's less of that. Because first off, if you have Alonso be a party member, you end up losing a bit of that suspense from his final...
Oh, right. You're right. Well, daggum, okay. Fair enough. So instead, switch Juna with Rella.
Or rather, like, have... Because if we don't get any real insight into the Ishtia's point of view in regards to, like, their place in society in this world.
So it would have been also really... It would have also been really interesting that if, like, Nuris was more involved in the story and the party member stuff aside from just, oh, he's the engineer that pilots the Gauntlet Runner.
I get that. I think
Like,
part of it was that they wanted to get the right number of bonds, and it was one of the easiest ones to fill in that regard.
I still think Nuris would have been great as a party member, so we'd have somebody like actually there, and that's really good.
There. Hi, Turks. We're sorry that you're late. But on top of that, it's one of those things of like straight up, because you get a really good idea into the perspective of the Nydia from Alonso. And it's such a good perspective. On top of that, if you just combine the portion of, oh, the Nydia have these few cheating forms that they hide all the time, and put it into Alonso's story, then you kind of don't miss anything from Juna's story. That's my biggest problem with Juna, is that her story is such a nothing burger. Her story's a nothing burger, her arts type's a nothing burger that literally does nothing besides the big boost from Masquerade Dance, which we abuse the living daylights out of for the final boss, but still. So yeah, genuinely I kind of wish that and to YouTube. The YouTube comments come on the YouTube like a good 20 to 30 seconds after you post them.
Dear
The Great
guests,
Seeker
from a
Zero.
world I shall never know. In your eyes, I know our journey was ultimately a fiction. However, I hope your memories of this fantastical adventure burn as bright in your reality. I hope the promise of our world echoes in you. With all my heart, I hope that fantasy gives you strength.
Even more cutscenes!
Yes.
Look at that. Wait, was that the remains of the Caradrius?
Now? I never expected a view like this.
Let's see it all. Let's see the world.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell.
A new journey now beckons. In days of Eld, the people prospered and perished in turn. Struck by their ways, I wrote a book of my dearest ideals. A tale of fantasy. In my vision, they placed their trust, and so the kingdom breathed new life.
The strength to believe in the unknown, that can change everything. Without a doubt, you will face all sorts of trials ahead. But carry onward with all your heart. Onward, fearless, into a world unknown.
Fantasy.
Frame, also known as Turks.
Fantasy
lives on.
lives on.
Yep.
By saving your clear data, certain things can transfer over as is to a new game.
Yep.
You can transfer your currently owned items, with some exceptions, your money, your mag, your royal virtues, your scanned enemies, your memorandum, your archetype statuses, and your total. Wait, we can't transfer levels.
You can transfer archetype levels. You can't transfer character levels.
Oh, so it's just basically New Game Plus, but starting from level 1, but with both buffed stats due to the archetypes.
Yes. Because of, I only know of one game ever where you keep your level on New Game Plus.
Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood.
I haven't played that.
It's really good.
Frame is correct. Chrono Trigger.
Yeah, but Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood was another one.
Okay, so you have two.
There was also, of course, SMT4. I know this because I have played SMT4 multiple times.
Oh, okay. It doesn't matter. We're not coming back to fight the other super boss.
Meaning we're never going to fight the Book of Apocalypse.
I don't feel like that'd be really worth it time-wise. He says, honestly, Chrono Trigger is my favorite RPG of all time. It is not my favorite, but it is high up on my list for me.
I can't figure out what exactly would be one of my most favorite RPGs of all time. Of course, well, oh wait, never mind. That's kind of a lie, considering like one of them up there right now is in fact Clear Obscure Expedition 33. Even though I didn't do the post-game content.
That is going to be the end of the metaphor. However...
You have to pick something now, I'm guessing.
Yes. And I need to turn on the Dagum monitor. Ding! Honestly, a big reason why I like Chrono Trigger is the whole time travel aspect. I dig time travel and sci-fi. Plus, I love Akira Toriyama's work. I don't remember who makes what, so that to me...
Akira Toriyama will always be the GOAT. Rest in peace.
The irony is if I go back through my recently purchased, and like the first thing that'd be interesting is, ironically enough, this.
I've actually had my eye on this one for a while. Isn't this like the one that just got released recently?
Huh?
Like Live Alive? This is like the Western version that just got released like fairly recently.
This is just a re-release. You know
A
that,
Western
right?
re-release, I know. It's a
Yes.
It's a Western
And the
re-release of
irony
a game that...
it's also on the shelf.
Well then, let's try it.
I will say this. This is one of those games which has multiple storylines, and in order to get to the final storyline, we have to do all of the storylines.
I really don't mind. I'm used to that because of going through a bit of Octopath Traveler.
I'm only saying this because I have heard one of the storylines in this is really bad.
Again, I don't mind. I've had my eye on this game for a while.
Frame says, we're in for the long haul, baby!
Like, it's just one bad story.
Fair. And I don't mind, I'm just only bringing it up because of the fact that when I have seen people, like, review this game, that has been a sticking point for so many people. You do not understand how much of a sticking point it has been for so many people. And Frame's saying, how bad can it be? Yes, that was a Lorax reference.
You mean the Lorax?
I said, yes, that was a Lorax reference.
How bad can I be? I'm just doing what comes naturally.
So, well, I technically shouldn't download it whilst the stream's running because of the fact that I know the last time I did that, it really messed with things.
Yep.
So, oddly, this is going to be one really short stream for tonight. So we're going to end things here for now. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoy our work, and please do share our content and join the Discord. Really does help us out. Follow us here on Twitch and on YouTube in order to come aboard the Starship LP. Now be a hero, villain, or NPC.